B2B Marketing Chapter 3, Organizational Buying and Buyer Behavior. Page 5. Exhibit 3.3, Stages in the Process Flow Model of the Buying Decision Process. Process Flow Stages. First, Definition Stage. Problem definition, solution definition, product specification. Selection Stage. Solution provider search, acquire solution provider. Deliver solution stage. Customize as needed. Install, test, train. Endgame stage. Operate solution, reach end results. Evaluate outcomes. Determine next set of needs. Buying decision process steps. Problem recognition, general need description, product specification. Definition stage has 3 or 6 points, as I can see here. Problem definition, problem recognition, solution definition, general need description, product specification. Good. And in the selection stage, what we have left off was this part. Supplier source search, proposal solicitation, contract for suppliers. Deliver solution stage, we've left behind, make the transaction routine. And the endgame stage, apart from these 4, operate solution, reach end results, evaluate outcomes, determine next set of needs, evaluate performance, and resell the job. All right. Notice that in Exhibit 3.3, we show almost all the classical decision steps in the definition and selection stages. When we then expand these steps, make the transaction routine, and resell the job. We do this because there is no much activity, especially marketing activity, that occurs in these last steps, particularly when the purchase is complex. These 2 stages become an integral part of the relationship that forms between buyer and supplier organizations and become the precursors activities for the next buying decision process undertaken by the buying organization. To better understand how business marketers can address buying center needs, let us examine each stage in greater detail. Stage 1, definition. Definition stage, okay? In this first stage of the process, the buying center attempts to learn more about what their organization needs and about what options are available to address those needs. In Exhibit 3.3, this stage is shown as having the following kinds of activities. First, recognizing and defining the organization's problem, defining the broad outlines of a solution, and specifying the product or service features sought. The stage ends with a first quantification of what is specially sought by the organization. This specification may be revised later, but it sets the organization's buying center on a path with a specific direction. A key thing to understand about the definition stage is that it includes problem recognition, which determines how the buying center carries out the rest of the decision process. Problem recognition is analogous to consumer need awareness, albeit at an organization level. The way that the buying center defines the problem and the general nature of the solution determines whether they approach the buying decision as a familiar or an unfamiliar task. At one extreme, the problem and its likely solution may be defined as a completely new task. The rest of the buying process then tends to be more rigorous and time-consuming as a result. At the other extreme is determination that the organization simply needs the same thing it obtained last time it had this particular problem. This results in a straight rebuy situation. Straight rebuy involves abbreviated steps in the process, fewer people in the buying center, and less time to completion. In the middle lie modified rebuy situations in which the buying center determines that the problem or solution is somewhat similar to past problems or solutions. Such a determination results in a buying decision process that examines alternatives but within a limited scope. As one would expect, it involves fewer people than the new task situation and more than the straight rebuy. It takes less time than a new task and more time than a straight rebuy. An astute supplier benefits greatly from involvement with its customer in these early process stages. An understanding of the buying center's need, both organizational and individual, during this stage allows the supplier to create value for the buying center by helping the buying center through the process. The supplier also has the opportunity to adapt its product or service through the process of helping the buying center define its problems and solution set. As the decision moves through the stages, a general need and solution is defined. The buying organization's technical team fully details the need and solution through the development of a product specification. It is at this point that the technical team members of the buying center determine the extent of the product's intricacy. Prototypes are built and reviewed for how well the original need is satisfied. Component, technology, and appropriate alternatives from a cost and performance viewpoint are examined. The technical value assessment is made, and the product specification is created. The development of this specification should be the result of extensive collaboration between supplier and customer. It is in this process that technology alternatives are narrowed and designs begin to rely on the specific nature of the remaining alternatives. This description can lead one to believe that this is the end of the defining process and that after this point, the product design is frozen. In reality, this is too narrow a view. As was noted in the value chain discussion, concluding that all possible customer value can be quantitatively specified is a major misstep in the application of the value chain concept. New task is a need that hasn't been faced by the organization previously. An entirely new offering, the incorporation of a new technology, development of new facilities, or a combination of factors can create this level of task. The organization has a significantly steep learning curve in a new task buying situation and will initially seek many sources of information. And assistance utilizing the complete buying process to investigate alternatives. A straight rebuy is a buying situation that is routine and has established solution. Straight rebuy are more of the same and often involve simply the reorder of a previous product. A marketer should strive to derive straight or modified rebuy situations from new task situations to limit established business to exposure from competitive forces.